Scrum is one of the most commonly used popular framework for implementing Agile. Many frameworks can be used to implement Agile, such as Kanban for example, but Scrum has a unique flavor because of the commitment to short iterations of work. Scrum is an Agile process most commonly used for product development, especially software development. Scrum is a project management framework that is applicable to any project with aggressive deadlines, complex requirements and a degree of uniqueness. In Scrum, projects move forward via a series of iterations called sprints. Each sprint is typically 2 to 4 weeks long. The Scrum Master is not the leader of the team members, nor are they a project manager or team representative. However, the Scrum Master's job is to serve the team. They help to remove barriers to project, protect the team from any outside conflict, and help the team to adopt modern development practices. Some responsibilities of Scrum Master: supports the team rules and coordinates with other teams and protects the team from external and internal distractions. Scrum Master is a facilitator and servant leader who encourages and demands self-organization from the development team. The Scrum Master guides and coaches the team, the product owner and other stakeholders. Removes impediments so the team can focus on the work at hand and follow Scrum practices. Leads team efforts in relentless improvement. Facilitates meetings. Builds a high-performing team. Supports estimating. Facilitates preparation and readiness for art events. Protects developer team from disruption. What is a Scrum Master? Scrum is facilitated by a Scrum Master. Scrum is a powerful framework for implementing Agile processes in software development and other projects. This highly adopted framework utilizes short iterations of work, called sprints, and daily meetings, called scrums, to tackle discrete portions of a project in succession until the project as a whole is complete. Scrum Master is the facilitator for an Agile development team. Scrum is a methodology that allows a team to self-organize and make changes quickly, in accordance with Agile principles. The Scrum Master manages the process for how information is exchanged. The Scrum Master asks the team members these 3 questions on a daily. What did you do yesterday? What I plan to do tomorrow? What will you do today? Are there any impediments in your way? Or, Mike Cohn says, the Scrum Master is responsible for making sure a Scrum team lives by the values and practices of Scrum. The Scrum Master is often considered a coach for the team, helping the team do the best work it possibly can. The Scrum Master can also be thought of as a process owner for the team, creating a balance with the project's key stakeholder, who is referred to as the product owner. What does a Scrum Master do? A Scrum Master's job is to keep everybody moving in the right, correct direction. They shield the team from unnecessary distractions that could pull away their focus. A Scrum Master's job is to make the team as a whole as efficient as possible. What are the Scrum main roles? Scrum has 3 basic roles: are the product owner, Scrum Master, and delivery team. In Scrum, many things including these roles are interchangeable and multifunctional. In an ideal situation, these roles would be limited to one project. You should be ready to address the possibility of not having one of these 3 pieces. What are the main roles of a Scrum Master and product owner? Scrum Master acts as a servant leader for the Scrum team. He or she presides over all the Scrum ceremonies and coaches the team to understand and implement Scrum values and principles. Product owner is the point of contact for a Scrum team. He or she is the one who works closest to the business. The main responsibility of a product owner is to identify and refine the product backlog items. What are the advantages of Scrum Master? A Scrum Master's role is to help the team reach top level and remove impediments to progress. It increases return of investment, ROI. It repeatedly and rapidly looks into actual working software. Scrum Master helping the product owner and the team groom the product backlog. The Scrum Master tester role is that the tester is not at risk of being the last one to see the code. This highly agile approach ensures that testing and development can truly happen in parallel, preventing any hang-ups or surprises in the QA process and speeding up overall delivery. What is sashimi and impediments? Sashimi, this term is analogous to done. It is used to define the specific task when it is completed. The term used by a different team to refer their completed task status may differ but should remain same within one team. Impediments, any obstacle that prevents the team members from performing their work is referred as impediments. What are the artifacts of Scrum process? Some Scrum process artifacts include sprint backlog, product backlog, velocity chart, burndown chart. The product owner role is a bottleneck by design. How can you support the product owner so that he or she can be the value maximizer? Help the product owner to make product backlog in good shape and make it ready for the next sprint. What is Scrum Sprint? Scrum project is developed in a series of sprint. It is a repeatable and regular work cycle and Scrum methodology during which work is accomplished and kept ready for review. Each sprint starts with 2 planning sessions to define the content of the sprint, the what meeting and the how meeting. The combination of these 2 meetings are also defined as sprint planning meeting. What is the ideal duration for a sprint? A sprint is a fixed time period, from 1 to 4 weeks, with a preference toward shorter intervals. Generally, a sprint lasts for 30 days to 2 weeks. Longer sprints 3-4 weeks. What is product backlog? Product backlog is an ordered list of everything that is known to be needed in the product. It is the single source of requirements for any changes to be made to the product. The product owner is responsible for the product backlog, including its content, availability, and ordering. What is velocity in Scrum? Velocity is the total effort a team is capable of in a sprint. The number is obtained by adding all the story points from the last sprint stories. It is a guideline for the team to understand how many stories they can do in a sprint. How is velocity calculated? Velocity is calculated at the end of the sprint by totaling the points for all fully completed user stories. What is a burndown chart? A burndown chart is a graphical representation of the features or tasks that are yet to be completed. A burndown chart is a plot of work remaining to reach a given goal on the vertical axis, and time on the horizontal axis. Each point on the chart shows how much work was left to do at the end of that day, or week, month or other time period. An effective candidate should also know it's good to keep an ideal burndown chart to compare estimated time and effort against actual time and effort in the project. They should also recognize the importance in terms of accountability of keeping the chart up to date and accurate. Subscribe to our channel, Interview Gig. Visit our website for more articles and interview questions and answers. www.interviewgig.com. Like, share and comment. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Click the bell button for latest updates.